That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
We played just over a minute here in the first.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Here's Cunningham. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And this is where Cade Cunningham showing his ability to get above the rim as a point guard. This makes him special.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
And that one's good. Markkanen.
And right now, Markkanen just daring the defense to come all the way out there to him.
Irving looking around. And here's Lowry. Pass to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Walton. And Cunningham pulls it down. Now Jokic. Second chance shot. Out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Coming onto the floor for your home team, number 27.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Takes it inside. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And Walton gets it to go. And it's Caruso with the ball for Boston. 3-point lead. Jams it in off a great move.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
Here's Cunningham. Markkanen for 3. And Walton pulls it down. Boston trails by 3. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Gobert. Here's Pippen. It's guarded by Markkanen. The 3 is up. The rebound by Markkanen. Lays it up and banks it in. Markkanen's got 5 now.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Boston out in front, leading by 5. We've got more in store for you right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Yeah, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Here's Cunningham. Oh, Cade powers it in.
And that's some force coming from your 6'7", 6'8" point guard. That's tough to stop.
On the wing, Mitchell. Over Cunningham. That one's wide left. Boston leading by 7. And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Here's Banchero. Finds room and goes for the jam. Banchero.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too. It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
The kick out to Banchero. Pass to Caruso. Back to Banchero. Towns with a rebound. Boston trails by 7. Outside Mitchell. Here's Starks. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
The ball goes to the away team.
Boston making a switch here.
Number 7. Kyle
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Here's Caruso. Good work there as it goes. Timeout. Caruso's got his second basket of the game.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Pippen. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. The kick out to Banchero. Back to Caruso. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
The wingspan of Towns in action, allowing him to get on the ball.
Irving for 3. Boston pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Caruso. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And so Lowry will bring it up for Boston. They trail by 7. Pass to Pippen. And stolen by Banchero. Jacks up a 3. Ooh, Banchero with the touch from deep.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Lowry outside. Towns outside. From downtown, it's rebounded by Banchero. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. And timeout is called by Michael Malone. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Boston making a switch here.
7 feet, really good at shooting the basketball, a decent handle. Lauri Markkanen starts to tinker on that unicorn category.
46 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And Ball throws it down.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Pass to Gobert. Now here's Towns. Driving inside. Oh, it's blocked by Williamson.
Great job by Williamson. You know, I love watching him dunk, but man, his block shots are spectacular.
Number 32.
26 seconds left in the second. Here's Ware. And that one is hammered home.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Ball outside. From behind the arc. That shot is off. Irving with a deep three. And so it's Boston with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. So it's Boston now. 9-point game. Ball looks over the floor. Ball making the D look helpless.
Get total focus there from Ball, not letting anyone stop him.
And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage at his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons. A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
The playmaking ability of Ball. So crafty and skilled at finding his guys.
And out of bounds, Boston will have it. Boston leading by 13. From the arc. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. To the wing, right side. Got a piece of it. Pass to Walton. Here's Pippen. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Boston making a switch here. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Here's George. Shot's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. The ball's knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. Blocked again! And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Irving for 3. Boston pulls it in. And Brent, two of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Asar and Amen Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to get up off the floor. And Asar came in a little less heralded than his brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball.
Here's Williamson. Zion not fazed by the contact.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're big or small. You do not want to go toe-to-toe with Zion on the inside.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul. Boston trails by 13. Here's Irving. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
How about the body control that time of Kyrie Irving? Absorbs the contact, stays focused, not going to be denied down there.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Ball right side. And Walton pulls it down.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Pass to Towns. Here's Pippen. 6 points for him. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's powered home by Towns.
What an athletic play from Towns. Rising up over the defense to hammer in the alley-oop.
Ball no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And here is Irving. Knocked away. And stolen by Williamson. 3 on 3. Intercepted. Out on his own on the break. And it's powered home by Towns.
And just so great to see a big man busted up the court like Towns here. I mean, getting into position for the points on the move, wow, incredible.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Lowry with it. Now Thompson defending. Here's Pippen. Pass to Walton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. Tries again. And Walton gets it to go. Walton's got his second basket.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Cunningham looking it over. Williamson for 3. Again, the miss by Boston. Here's Starks. No points yet. Pass to Pippen. And stolen by Banchero. Here's Cunningham. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Boston out in front. Up by 4. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. Three tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Boston trails by 4. Now here's Lowry. Outside Mitchell. Grown man point from Donovan Mitchell.
And standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
Cunningham outside. Jokic the screen. Hoop poked away. Stolen by Mitchell. Oh, there's the alley. And it's Diaw missing.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
To the paint. Fast break, here we go. The 3 from Mitchell. 3-ball, Donovan Mitchell. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Boston.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
Towns up top. And there's the screen. Lets it go from deep. He can't get it to go.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Diaw. Outside Mitchell. Towns outside. Just 5 on the clock. Over Bencaro. The shot by Towns, no good. So it's Boston now. They have yet to score here in the fourth. Bencaro, no good. Mitchell with the ball. He's picked up by Bencaro. And it's Donovan Mitchell with the three. Mitchell's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Boston making a switch here and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Markkanen with it. Towns covering. Here's Williamson. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Markkanen on the break. Up ahead. Zion takes it to the rim.
Zion wants these moments and coming through here.
A minute 22 left in the final quarter. Irving with it. Down low. Back to Towns. Pass to Irving. Three-pointer. Boston pulls it in. Caruso outside. Picked by Williamson. The three. Caruso misses. So it's Boston now. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points.
And he shines brightest in these moments. What a tough shot by Kyle Lowry.
And Walton pulls it down. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Boston on offense. They're on an 11-2 run. Stolen by Thompson.
And yes, that was a lazy cross-court pass. I mean, you're just begging to have it picked off.
Boston on offense. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Markkanen. Six-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Walton. Pass to Pippen. This one for three. The shot no good. Caruso outside. Yes!
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
And Boston calls time here. They're trailing by 5. All right, guys, what's your take?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up.